Who told me that I could go and design my own wallpaper? Absolutely nobody. I just took it upon myself to do it anyway. And I'm going to tell you how I have started to design my first wallpaper collection. My name is Sharon Simpson. I'm an interior designer. I am an artist and I'm a photographer. And I might be designing my first wallpaper collection in a complete vacuum because nobody's asked for it. And who knows if anybody's going to want it, because the idea is that I design it, I market it and I sell it. But like I said, nobody's asked for it. But you know what's in the back of my mind? You can please some of the people all of the time, all of the people some of the, but you know the phrase anyway. So to make it work for me, I realised that I just need some of the people some of the time to just totally dig and love what I'm doing in order to sell, in order to design, market and sell my first wallpaper collection. I had the idea to design my own collection because I take photographs of flowers, I call them flower portraits, and I turn them into pieces of art. And I did this with a particular flower. I'm not going to tell you which one because I want to see if you can guess what flower I used to make the wallpaper, my first ever one. At the time we were decorating, I was starting to decorate my house, and I've come up with this concept that I call design with emotion. And it is, I don't want to go off on that tangent because I will make videos about that, but it was really because I was in a place where I was a bit stuck emotionally, and I realised that designing my home, using the home to absolutely represent me as an artist, was a way of improving how I felt about myself. But that's, like I said, that's a different video. I looked around for wallpapers and I couldn't see anything that I liked, really liked, apart from one brand, Timorous Beasties, that at the time I couldn't afford their wallpaper. So I was lucky enough at Decorex to have a chat with Alaistair from Timorous Beasties, and he was so nice and so friendly. And obviously they've been going around for more than 20 years. They've got a lot of experience in the wallpaper space, and I really respect their use of technique, and he was just so nice. You know, sometimes people who are successful, they can be a little bit kind of up themselves, you know what I mean? And he was not like that at all. And I remember I asked him, I said, what do you think, I asked for some advice. I said, how should I start? I want to get into wallpaper, how should I start? And he said, go digital. So as I said about design with emotion, I'm really a firm believer. It's like a discovery that I made, and it's a discovery that I made, but it's already out there, that our homes really can be a form of self-expression, right? Whether you're an artist or not, it really can be a place where we can really express our feelings and express our artistry and our creativity, and a place that really makes us feel good. So if you are designing your own wallpaper, then go digital would be my first piece of advice for you. I am not art trained. I am self-taught. I've taught myself how to use a camera, and I've taught myself how to use post-production, especially Photoshop. Just enough to be able to create the things that I want to create. Most of my work involves flowers. Like I said, I call them flower portraits. And then I create art, fine art prints, and I also use my artwork to create wallpaper designs. And when I first started, I started to play around with two things that I absolutely am fascinated by. One is the Rorschach ink blots tests, and the other is the Damask motif. I love the repeating pattern of the Damask, and I love the mirroring of the Rorschach ink blot, and I love how it's just kind of a blob that comes out and looks really artistic, and we put our own interpretation upon what the shapes mean. My first design took a long time because I was just experimenting, I was just playing, and I was playing with those two things. I was playing with the Damask and I was playing with the Rorschach ink blot test idea. So I wanted to mirror, I think I I started to mirror the images and then move them around on the screen. And really, I was just trying to get to a point where I just went, oh my God, look at that. And it happened, and I was so excited. I was just like, oh. I think I might have called my husband and said, have a look at this, have a look. And I've got like a maximalist eye, so I want my work to be bold, I want it to be dramatic, and I do love to use colour. So what I end up coming up with is always quite colourful, and it's definitely bold, and it's definitely detailed. So let me show you the wallpaper. It's beautiful. I'm so proud. Kind of funky, huh? And I know it's not for everyone, but I'm so proud of it. So I want to ask you, can you guess the flower that I used to create that? Just leave a comment below if you can guess the flower that I used to create that wallpaper. I met a lady who runs her own wallpaper company. It's called the Graduate Collection. I'll put a link in the description below so you can go and check those guys out. And I met her a little while ago, and I told her that I wanted to do wallpaper, and she said, oh, when you're ready, come back and see me. So I called her up and I said, I've got my wallpaper, I've designed it. I was really excited, as you can tell just from me showing it to you. And we had a meeting in King's Cross in London, and I had the wallpaper and I took it with me, and I proudly took it out and I opened the wallpaper and I said, here it is. And she went, is that it? And I was, oh. But she didn't mean, is that it as in the artwork? She's like, where's the rest of it? Where is the rest? Where's the collection? And I was like, collection? Oh. I was like, I only did one. And she said, no, no, if you want to market and sell this, you need a collection. So that's my next piece of advice, is if you're designing your own wallpaper collection to market and to sell, is make sure that you do a collection, which would have several different colorways in it. I would love for you to come along on this ride with me and subscribe to my new channel. I've got a few videos on here already, but this is me going in this direction. So subscribe to my channel and to hit the like button. And if you've enjoyed this video, please do share it with your loved ones and your creative friends and anyone you know, particularly who is designing their own wallpaper collection just like me.